dangerous. Hey, beautiful people. It is your girl, makeup artist, DeShawn, all the way from New York. Okay, so I am looking for some. This is the way you start a show. You go, hey, I am me. And then I'm like, I'm looking for something that I cannot seem to find. Huh. Okay, life, I guess, will have to go on for me. Anyway, beautiful people. Oh, what a day, what a day, what a day. Anyway, it is me, your girl. Thank you for being here. Y'all know I love you. And she's still looking. Yes, she is. Hold up, hold up. Listen, okay. So, full disclosure, people, full disclosure. Okay, listen. I spent all day painting. Yes, you hear me. All day painting. So, So basically, what was happening before I came on was I was trying to scrub the shite off my hands. I can't seem to get it off my hands. And I thought I could make it, but apparently that didn't happen. So I apologize profusely, but your girl, clearly she likes this color a great deal because it's matching. I had no idea that this shirt matched the color that I'm painting. I just literally ran and put this on, and then I was like, huh. And I was like, oh, it matches. So there you go. So at first I was like, I should hide my hands. And then I was like, well, if you hide your hands, they're going to say, because you always gesture with your hands. I'm always like, hey. And y'all going to be like, what the hell is that on her hands? It's called paint. It's called paint. Listen, you guys know I'm on a journey to redo this office, right? And I'm also the kind of person that is determined to do things by her damn self, determined to do it by herself. No, don't want nobody to help me. No, I can do it myself. And then what happens? I've been painting for 3 days, 3 days, and I'm exhausted. But I said, this is the only day that I'm going to get to stop and talk to you beautiful people. Yesterday was a journey. It has nothing to do with painting, but yesterday was a journey. So I apologize for missing you guys yesterday. It was just a day, people. But she's here and she's happy to be here and she misses you guys as always. But no, listen, I have a lot of things that are bugging me. Okay. I have a lot of things that are bugging me. Maybe a tad bit controversial. I'm not sure, but I'm going to talk about it. And y'all will come on and we can talk about it when you come on, or you can catch me in mid talk. But there's a couple of things in the last just couple of days that have gotten to me that I knew was coming. So I figured we'd talk about it. So what's the first subject? What's the thing that's pissing me off? Let's see. Okay, so the first thing that's pissing me off is, because this is called Monday chat. It ain't, notice it's not Monday Q&A. It's called Monday chat. But of course you can always ask me questions. So, okay. So the first thing that's kind of irking me, I guess this is controversial. I'm not sure, but maybe because I'm on YouTube and I watch an enormous amount of YouTube. I watch so much YouTube. I should own YouTube. Like I should be the president and CEO of YouTube. I watch too much YouTube. It's a sickness. There's something wrong with me. So I watch a lot of YouTube, and I love to watch my fellow makeup artists, no matter what level you are. I don't really care. I really love watching, people do makeup, people do hair, people in our business. I just enjoy just sitting back and just, just chilling out and watching somebody else do some work. I am not going to name names, but this is a pet peeve of mine. Like I said, maybe a bit controversial to say, may not be nice, but I'm going to say it anyway. There were a few YouTubers on the U and the Tube, okay, that be giving out advice, right? Just be giving out advice, and it's all wrong. Or they'll do makeup, and then all of a sudden they'll start doing makeup, and then it's like, what do you do? What is she doing? And then she's giving you advice, and then she's telling you, well, I use this. Um, in fact, she wasn't even using Raptoben. She was using RCMA. Yeah, she was using RCMA. And then she was putting it on a sister's face. And then she just completely jacked up her face and then was giving advice as to why the makeup was wrong in terms of, well, it's a cream and I don't really work with creams. I know how to work with a liquid and, it doesn't come out right, blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, why do people follow people like this? This is kind of what I really would love to know, that what is it about these YouTubers with the wrong information that seems to attract so many people? I really would like to know that, because it's I don't understand. I don't understand. I would like somebody to explain to me. She was up there for half an hour messing up this girl's face. Everything, the eyeshadow, the contouring, the color, everything. She was jacking it up and then coming across sounding like she was an expert. And I just was like, I wanted to like write to her and say, sweetie, everything you just did was so wrong. But I didn't want to be mean. I didn't want to, come across as, I know better. But I kind of do. And it was like, that's not good. That was bad. So that's just my issue. That's my ish today. It's like, I want somebody to explain to me. I want my community to explain to me why it is that, and we all watch, well, I'm going to say for myself, a lot of people I know watch YouTube, right? And we watch these videos, and yet these types of videos seem to get a lot of following, and, I'm at a loss. Is it that people just don't realize that they're wrong? Like, I need some guidance from you people. What is the deal with that? Why? Why is there so much bad makeup on YouTube? Why is there so much bad advice? Just bad advice. Why? Why doesn't the YouTube CEO, which would have been me if I owned YouTube, but I kind of do. But if I was a YouTube CEO, I would get rid of all this misinformation. I would be like, no. You cannot put out misinformation on YouTube. You're not allowed to do that. And yet they don't. There's nobody coming to help us. And this is why being a makeup artist has been so effing hard for us, because of misinformation that is played over and over and over again on the U and the Tube and the Tiki and the Taki and Instagram. It's making our lives so hard, because we're looking at things and going, what the mother is that? Okay. So I'm sorry. That's my rant. I still want to write to the young lady, and I just want to say, sweetie, I think you need to take a lot of classes. And she went to school, by the way. She went to one of these online schools. I was like, sweetie, you didn't learn enough from these online schools, because your makeup is atrocious. But I didn't say that. I can say it to you, but I didn't say that to her. I'm just floored. It's a rant. It's a rant. I would really like the YouTube lords to step in and just kibosh all of this bad makeup. I really would. When you look on these YouTube videos and you see bad sanitation, right? That is dangerous for the public, right? That should not be allowed. So when you see a makeup artist who's not practicing hygiene of any sort, why doesn't YouTube come in and say, step on them and say, listen, we're going to block your channel until you clean your shit up? Why not? If you can block me, YouTube, from a stupid song that I chose or something else that I did, something else. Oh, I know what it was. I think it was like back in the day of COVID. You weren't allowed to say COVID. All these rules they have, but they have no rules for effed up makeup. None. And then who suffers? Makeup artists. So that's my rant. Forgive the rant, but that is my rant. Okay. I'm going to woosah that moment. I'm going to come back. Okay. Hi, Dawnsful. Hi, sweetheart. You caught me in the middle of a rant, Dawnsful. Sorry. Okay. Dawnsville said, I think that many people don't know what to look for when it comes to following makeup artists online. I feel like YouTube can turn into a situation where it's the blind leading the blind. Child, she must have been Stevie Wonder. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you feel me? A mess. So many people are in the camp that makeup doesn't have a theory and that they can do anything they want. Granted, I'm not a makeup artist, but when it comes to artistry, understanding the way the why behind certain things is pivotal. So many people watch people slap makeup on, but they don't understand the why behind some techniques. Let's see, I think you're saying like things like blush placement, why certain why certain eyeshadows work, and etc. I love you. Thank you, darling. You said it. I don't care if you make a person or not. You said it right. I can't like Dawnsville. I was just like chilling, like I'm gonna watch her. She's cute. I'll watch her. And then she started working on this sister, and I just like, did no one tell you how to work on Black people? This is a mess. And the whole video, she's like, I don't really work on Black people that much. And I'm like, well, why are you demonstrating working on a Black person if you don't know what you're doing? Oh, it was so stressful, Dawnsville. It's like, I'm sure with you, when you see people who style people and the stuff is so ill-fitting. I'm not even a stylist. And I look at clothes and I say, why didn't they strap her boob in? Why did they tape her in? Why don't they pin her? How come they didn't sew that? Why is that dragging on the floor? Okay. And that's not even my profession. I can get annoyed. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. Yes, Donzel. We see all things in our professions, and I hate to be like, oh, it's so disrespectful, but it's somewhat kind of disrespectful to have these people run around on this thing and like, look at me. I just like, you're just like, I just don't get the YouTube University. I just don't understand how you can teach things to people that could really be ill-informed and wrong, and in some cases very dangerous for people, and they don't do anything. But I tell you, honey, if you don't do certain things on YouTube, they will threaten your life. They will threaten you. I bet. Listen, I think I'm not even allowed. I'm still confused with the cursing thing you can do on here, because some people I've seen curse up like a sailor. Some people will say, I can't curse. I don't want to get flagged by YouTube. All these things, but yet YouTube does not flag nasty ass kids. They don't do that. No, they don't. But they'll flag me if I say F. They'll flag me for that. It's weird. I just, her makeup has been on my mind for days. It was so bad. Days. I'm still like, what should I can't, I don't even know what to say to her. I don't know what to say to her. I'm at a loss. I don't even know what to say. I'm just confused. I'm just so confused. All right. My rant is over. That rant is over. I have a new rant, but that's rant number 1. YouTube needs to police all this bad shite they got going on here, because it's horrible. It's horrible. That's it. So yes, so I'm sorry, the young lady set me off, and help me, woosah, help me, woosah. Oh, she pissed me off so bad. Okay. So what was I going to tell you guys? I had something to tell you. Remember, this is paint, so don't freak out. Oh, my book signing is this Wednesday. Oh, you know what? I didn't put it on the community board here. I put it on my Facebook page. I sent out an email blast, but I did not put it here. So we need a head count. So anybody who wants to come, you're free to come. The whole thing got a little jacked up. I didn't do it. I wasn't in charge of it. It was not my doing at all. But for some reason, the RSVP was attached to a price tag. So that price tag, I think of $50 or something like that, was not for entrance into the, I'm trying to say, it wasn't for like, come in to our book signing. Who freaking pays for a book signing? What that money was for was to prepay for your book, and then it would be waiting for you when you got there. So you walk in, they hand you a book, a glass of champagne, and then I come over and sign your book for you. That's what it was for. It's not, it doesn't, the money certainly didn't go to me. I'll tell you that right now. It wasn't going to me, okay? But it was going to pre-signed, pre-purchased book for you, and an inclusion palette, because I give out the inclusion palette as much as I can because I have leftovers, so I give them out. So there's an inclusion palette and a book waiting for those who do the RSVP with the pay. Mine is the VIP guest list. I wanted you all to come. That was not my doing. I just wanted you all to come. I didn't realize that was going on until somebody had written to me and said, why do I have to pay for a book signing? I was like, what are you talking about? So I got very confused. And then when I went online, I was like, holy shit. So it's all fixed now. And I will put up the VIP on the community board, and whoever's coming, just fill out the form so we get a head count. We're not getting a good head count because people are like, I ain't paying no dollars for no book signing, DeShawn. And I'm like, I'm sorry, that was not what was supposed to happen. That is not the way it should have gone. My apologies. It's my book. It's my fault, I guess, but I'll take the L for it. But again, there you go. There you have it. So this Wednesday, come see your girl. Let's have a glass of champagne. I need some booze. I need something. It's been a day. So now, the other thing that I'm going to rant about, and actually, Dawnsville, this affects you as well, is this new BS with this is it AI? Is it artificial intelligence, right? Artificial intelligence, isn't it what they call it? With the clothing lines that are now going that way, in that direction. So what am I saying? So for people who don't understand what I'm talking about, I'll explain. Oh God, I think it's Levi, but it's Levi, Ralph Lauren, and another company. Thank you, Dawnsville. It's Levi, Ralph Lauren, and there's another company already starting using this AI intelligence, artificial intelligence. And what they are doing is creating almost like a cartoon, a realistic cartoon of a model, hair did, makeup on, clothing on, and they are doing away with hair, makeup, and styling, and they are now creating it artificially. So I wanted to talk about that because even though, listen, everybody's allowed to do what they want, and I understand that companies are trying to save money because they're cheap as hell. They've always been cheap. It's nothing new. But this, and the reason why they say that they're doing it, now this is what got to me and set me over the edge. Like I said, you're a company, you're allowed to do what you want. It's your company. Okay. But they came up with this BS of, well, it's important for us to be inclusive and have diversity with our models. And everybody's like, what are you talking about diversity with your models? Because Levi picked what looked like, I don't know what it was. It could have been an Indian young lady, a South Asian young lady, or she certainly wasn't a Black young lady. I don't know what she was, but she was a person of color that they created and put up there as something. And I was just like, well, are you telling me that there are no models of her complexion that you could use for a real ad campaign or your e-commerce? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Levi, is that what you're trying to tell me? That you couldn't find a girl of diversity, a model of diversity in the world that you could use in your campaign? This is what starts to get on my nerves because they're trying to feed that to the public. Like, we're just trying to be diversity. Like this buzzword diversity and inclusion is starting to piss me off because do you really mean that or are you giving me BS? Right now, I think they're giving BS. Like I said, you are free and clear to do AI if that's what you want, but don't feed the public bull on it. Don't feed it to us because it's not why you're doing it. You're doing it because you don't want to pay us. That's why you're doing it. You don't want to pay hair, makeup, styling. You don't even want to pay a photographer because there's no photographer involved. There's no team at all putting this ad campaign together. Not one team. So you've just cut out everybody to do this shoot. And again, your prerogative, you do you. But don't give me the BS that it's for inclusion and diversity. What a bunch of bullshit. I said it. What a bunch of bullshit. I can't even. When I saw that, I hit the roof. I was like, you got to be kidding me. With all the models of color walking this earth, you telling me now suddenly you have to create one in AI because there's none around? Uh, uh, it's so insulting. It's insulting on a level. It's not even, it's like part of me is like not even about the work, because I literally just had this conversation not too long ago with a friend of mine. And I said, we had both ran out. She had posted, she had done AI headshots. And I was like, what is that? And hers looked so nice. So I was like, I'll play. Because I thought it was cute. I said, oh, I'll play. And then mine came out nice. I said, oh, that's cute. And then all of a sudden I was like, uh-oh. I said, uh-oh, that looked really nice. Even though I did have to go on Photoshop and fix it a little bit. But even though I was like, but that looks nice. Uh-oh. Our makeup artist in trouble, because that felt like at first when you got the package and it was all done, you were kind of like, oh, look, that's so cute. And then like, but you don't hire a makeup artist for that. You wouldn't hire a hair person. You just send in a janky picture of yourself. By the way, the picture could be janky. It didn't have to be like, some, retouched picture of you. You could send in a janky ass picture of you, and they do this Svengali thing. And they kind of, probably what they're doing is taking your image, your face, and then taking an image of someone else that's somewhat close to you, that's well made up, and they put it over your face. Some of the photos look like me. Some of them, I was like, who's that? Is that my little sister? Who's that? Is that my grandmother? What's going on? So, they were all over the place, but I got photos that I thought were cute, that were usable. But that's what it feels like they're doing. It feels like they're taking someone else's kind of face and putting it on top of my face. Sometimes it matches, sometimes it doesn't. But I just was like, well, they're not going to be hiring, makeup and hair. So that means that actors and those people, actors, dancers, CEO people, all of those people who would normally hire somebody for headshots may not do it now, because I went on AI and spent $17 and got 4 to 5 decent shots that I can actually use. So why would I go out and pay $250 plus hair and makeup to get this done? So it's just something that just needs to be talked about, because we have to brace ourselves for the print, some of this print stuff to go away. Okay, just be prepared, because it might go away, including fashion, Dawnsville, including fashion. So it's something that has to be looked at and thought of, and finding a new avenue for us to go, because print might not be, I was saying 20 years, it might not be as viable as it is now because of AI. And that's just not for us, that's for everybody, that's for the whole team. Because once you do AI, you don't need anything. I can probably sit up here. In fact, I'm pretty good at graphics. I can probably sit up here and create AI for all of you. You know what I mean? So it's just something to think about. Celeste Moore! Hi, Celeste Moore! Hello, beautiful. Hello, Celeste Moore. So that's how I feel. I think it's a bunch of crap what's happening right now. Just when we get out of the diggy-daggy pandemic, we all come back to work, and you got to wear the mask. You can't do this. Da, 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 da. And now all of a sudden, this BS with Levi's and then the AI model diversity. Oh, we did that for diversity. What diversity, my ass? Oh, please. I'm having a rant. I should have had a drink before I came on. Calm my nerves. I roll. They can have diversity with actual models. Yes, Dawnsville. Couldn't they? Could they not? How are you just going to how are you going to ignore a whole sector of people? All these years, you have whitewashed the industry, like, you just like, we're the Black people, we're the Indian people, we're the South Asian people, we're all the Asian people, we're all the people. Like, is there no more models of color at all? And then now all of a sudden for Levi's to put up what she looked like to me, like a South Asian, like an Indian young lady or something, Pakistani, whatever. I don't know, because she's made up. I don't know what she is. To suddenly say we need diversity. Now, why? Because you don't want to pay anybody? Now you don't have to pay the Indian model? Is that why? Because you don't want to have to pay somebody who can style her hair? You know what I mean? Like, come on with the BS. Very annoying. I am very, very annoying. I am with you, Dawnsville. I roll, honey. I'm very agitated by it. Can you tell? I am very agitated by it. I'm just like, you've got to be kidding. You have got to be kidding me. The thing that bothers me so much when it comes to AI and personal styling is that those services don't replace an actual person and building a relationship. Of course not. They don't care. They don't care. Clearly, they don't care. They don't care. I mean, I feel like e-commerce probably will go by the wayside in the next 10 years. And what I mean by e-commerce is, e-commerce, catalogs, all that stuff probably will go by the wayside. They'll probably start switching over to that. So we can count those jobs goodbye. Probably like at some advertising, because we can probably kiss that goodbye. Print advertising. The only thing that is going to be sustainable is video, because you need somebody to. They can't do that yet. There's a lot of stuff they can do, though they have filters. You still can't. It's not the greatest technology, and again, I don't think that's going anywhere anytime soon. So video work, film work, that still will be here, but that print stuff. Ooh, be careful of that print stuff. Honestly, truly, hey DeShawn, I've been MIA. I'm glad to be back and catch you live. Honestly, truly, welcome back, my darling. Welcome back. Celeste Moore says, I just lost it. I hate being used as a token. I hate seeing it. It's exploration? No. I can't say it. I can't say it. You know what I'm trying to say. X something. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Yes, I agree with you. I 2000% agree. It is bullshit. It's just, it really has me upset. I saw it last week. And then I said when I was going to come on yesterday, I wanted to talk about it. But I have been seething. I'm seething inside. I'm like, I'm about to ticky boom boom. I'm so mad. That whole using her as some example as to why they chose to do it that way. Oh my God. This is when I really wish, honest to God, that makeup artists were more united, because we could have sent out some type of letter or something just going after them and in mass. You know what I mean? In mass. But we're so damn divided, which is why they get away with half of the crap that they get away with, which is why YouTube has gotten away with all the crap they've gotten away with, because there's no representation. We don't have a Martin Luther King Jr. to push us forward. You understand? We need to overcome too. And we don't have that. We don't have it. There's the union artists that just deal with themselves and don't really give a rat's ass about freelancers. There's freelancers that are trying to be union. You know what I mean? Then you have your agency artists that don't give a rat's ass about it. You know what I mean? So it's just like, it's so divided. Then you got your film and television people who don't care about fashion and beauty, and we don't care. I don't do that. I do that. It's all this. Or fashion people, I do fashion. It's all this, and yet we are not together. And if we were together, all of our lives would be better. But we can't seem to get our Shiite together to go after the BS that we see in mass. because this is not only affecting America, this is going to affect everybody. This is Brazil, China. It's going to affect everybody. So, and we're not together. And it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. I've been screaming about YouTube since it started. Well, technically screaming about the bad makeup on YouTube and those influences for 16 years now. And I felt like I'm screaming into the wind. I'm like, Mag, band together. We got to tell them to stop it. Band together. And my film and TV people are like, oh, it's not a big deal, DeShawn. You know, you're making such a big deal out of it. I'm like, but look what's happening. I was screaming. And then my freelancers are like, oh, you know, it's YouTube. What's the big deal? And I'm like, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. And nobody's listening to me. And I'm like, why don't you listen to me? This is how I feel. So can you tell tonight I'm having a rant? I'm sorry. I'm just having a rant. Let me read what you guys got to say. I'm having a rant. Hey, Marilyn. I can't. I'm having a rant. This is just a silly gripe. Seeing clothes and photos on actual people helps give me individual helps give individual. I got to move this up. I cannot see. Oh, it's not letting me today. Okay. This is helping. Is it my glasses or is it my eyes? I can't see. This is just silly. This is just a silly gripe. Seeing clothes in photos on actual people help give individuals an idea as to how that fabric might move and lay on their body. Runway helps people see how clothing moves. With makeup, I feel like seeing photos of models wearing makeup or watching commercials help me see how the makeup moves on someone's face. And this helps with seeing people with darker skin tones. Thank you, my darling. 2,000%. What can I say? I agree, but they're going to take that away. They're going to take that away and they're going to put it on some prefabricated model. And they probably have it set up where they have different body types in AI, right? They have different body types and they have probably choose between 100 heads, and then just go bloop bloop. Then they say we will all make her black. Bloop. Bring in a boob. I mean that's what they're doing. So I don't know if we're going to see. I don't know if we're going to see what you're saying. You know, even though I have to say the Levi girl looked like, if you didn't know if they did not admit that was AI, you probably would not have known it was AI. And in my head, here's how I feel about it. Shut the F up. I don't want to know it's AI. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's rude and disrespectful. I don't want to know it's AI. Why'd you have to tell me it was AI? It was like a slap in my face. It's a slap in the whole industry's face that they did that. And by the way, Ralph Lauren does it too, you know. So it's not just Levi's. It's not just some $50 jean company that does it. Ralph Lauren is doing it. So if these high-end mucky mucks are doing it, child, you know it's coming down the pike. You know it's about to trample all over this industry. Got to be careful. Marilyn, oh, girl, you're wearing a glasses. You know what? The text, these are reading glasses, right? These are not like seeing glasses. They're reading glasses. So, and the text today feels way small to me. It's like really small on the side here. So yeah, it's real small. Look, they're big, right? I should be able to see, but it's really small. I don't know what the hell's going on. Maybe down the line I can increase the size. This joint, I'm looking dead at it. I'm going, ooh, I might have to change my glasses. I don't know. These are all the same prescriptions. So I don't know. Oh, okay, let's see. Donso says, DeShawn, people who tend to be ahead of the curve tend to get pushed to the wayside. DeShawn, pushed to the wayside. It can be lonely to have the wisdom to fully. See, I'm reading. Don't play with me. I'm sure you're saying to fully see the implications of these topics, but thanks for your insight. You're very sweet, Dawn. So thank you. Yeah, girl, I'm screaming in the wind. Everybody poo-pooed your sister. Everybody. I couldn't get anybody. I kept saying, we need to band together. We need to band together. And they were all like, no. No. Don't need to. Don't care. Don't care. I'm union. I don't have to worry about anything. I have a pension. Why do I need to, get involved with that? And I'm like, what the F? What the F? We are all one. What the F? So yes, it's an issue. It's an issue. Celeste Moore says, I've gotten so pissed off with the token situation that I always try to go out of my way to buy black. Isn't that something? Hello, bless you, my darling. Listen, I can't. Dawnful, right? If Ralph Lauren does it, then things are probably going to seriously change within the next few years. Yep. And then Dawnful's talking to Celeste Moore, and she said, she says, Celeste, baby, say it louder for the people in the back. We need to, please don't have me read today. I can't. I've been painting for like 5 days. I can't read today. Oh, okay. To be cognizant of where our dollars are spent. Yes. Thank you for that big word that just took me a minute. What else is there? Marilyn's laughing at me. Celeste Moore says, it's like our money isn't green enough because they don't actually care about us. Listen, here's another rant coming your way. All right. Can we listen? I don't know who I was watching today. Oh, I know. I was only watching for 4 seconds, but I love his makeup. Van Gogh or something like that. That lovely he is Asian. Lovely Asian gentleman who does Selena Gomez has a channel. Y'all should be watching. It's beautiful makeup. But he pulled out something, a color he put on this model today. She was a very pale girl. I love a pale model. I just love porcelain. I love a porcelain. Oh my God, I love it. So he was working on a porcelain model with a big red mouth. Yes, that's my specialty. I love it. So he pulled out this color that he put on to warm up her skin. It was, and I was just like, oh my God, that's so beautiful. And I was like, then I got mad. And then I turned off the video because I started talking to myself like a crazy person. And I was like, the only reason why they started creating these colors for Black women is because they were just using the contour colors they were giving to white women. Once they found out the white ladies really liked the brown colors, and suddenly they started making the brown colors. And then I started going down a rabbit hole. And then I started getting angry. And then I woosah. And then I went to paint. I was just like, everything's pissing me off. Everything's pissing me off. This whole industry's pissing me off. And it all started with Levi's BS ad campaign. I'm just disgusted. Who? Mackles? No. Markle. No, Daniel Green is, Meghan Markle's makeup artist. Hung is Selena Gomez's makeup artist. Why y'all wrecking my brain? So there you go. Yeah, he doesn't. I mean, he could have done Meghan Markle. But Meghan Markle's makeup artist is Daniel Green. He's so cute, wears little glasses. He's so cute. He seems like a sweet, I never met him. He seems like a sweet person. He's a friend, as Wendy would say, he's a friend in my head. There's something about Daniel. I just think he comes across so lovely, just so sweet. Yeah. So it's Daniel. I thought it was Daniel Green. I would have to look up his last name, but I thought it was Daniel Green. That's who I thought it was. But it's Daniel. I know that for a fact. Yeah. So he does. But Hung. Selena Gomez. Half of these people I know their faces, but unfortunately I don't know their names right off the top of my head. But he does a lot. Like he did the girl from Ozark, Marty. He did her. He did. I love her. He did her. He did the woman from. It was an Asian lady and a crazy blonde lady, and it was a great TV show that kind of ended in crap. Come on, help me. It was an Asian lady, Sandra Oh, and then this girl whose name just went right out of my head. Sandra Oh, and this lady. Is it Killing Eve? It's Killing Eve. So he does the I think it's Jody. Jody Combs or something like that. He does her. He does a lot of the like the listers people. Yes, Dawn'sville is Killing Eve. Yeah, my brain. I think it's too many paint fumes. I think it could be the paint. Oh, I've seen stunning red lips on pale people, and I'm the weirdo who loves ruby plum burgundy and other red or red leaning colors on brown and dark skinned women. Me too, but I actually really do love it on extremely pale people. I think it's stunning. I love it. I love me a porcelain. I love working on porcelain women. I love it. The whiter you are, the happier I get. It's like so pretty. It's just so pretty to me. That kind of like what they call alabaster, all the names, alabaster porcelain. Oh, I love working on those women. I love that skin tone. I just think it's gorgeous because and it's such a challenge to do them because you have to be super careful when you work with them. It's not like you can, they may be like somewhat of a blank canvas, but you got to be so careful because they're so white. The colors show up on them in such a strong way. You got to be careful. But when you get it right, it's so pretty. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And then a lot of them happen to be redheads, which is another craze of mine. I love working with redheads. I mean, I love people too, but I'm Black. I see Black all the time. So for me, a porcelain skinned person, I don't get a chance to see that often. So I'm fiending for a porcelain skinned person. I just love them. I love them. Are you on the TikTok? Marilyn, I'm not on the TikTok yet. I'm getting there. I mean, I'm on there, but it's like one video of me in a hot air balloon and you don't even see me. Like, see, this is the problem. Like, I'm starting a new channel. Like, y'all, like, first of all, I haven't even finished this channel. Okay. It's not like this is over, but I have been doing like work, or I think I told y'all a while ago, but anyway, I've been doing things around the complex that I live, and all of my neighbors, and it's all because of them. They said, you need a YouTube channel. Show everybody what you did. Da, 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 da. So I was like, okay, well, let me put out a tester. Let me put out a field, see if anybody would even care. And I put out it's not a TikTok, Marilyn. It's I don't know what it is. It's one of them quickie video, bling, bling. And I put out one of those and I got thousands and thousands of hits. And they, a Facebook thing. And Facebook said, you're doing great. Keep it up. And I said, all right, I'll do DeShawn Hatcher Creative. It's coming your way, but it's got nothing to do with makeup. I need an outlet, Marilyn. I need an outlet. I need something other than makeup. I cannot live and breathe makeup. I need a break. Your girl needs a break. Really, I need a break. I need something. That's why I don't mind painting. I need something that's going to let my brain go to another direction. I'm always a makeup artist. In my bones, I'm a makeup artist. But your girl talks about makeup 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I can't. I need something to do. So there you go. But yes, I will be probably TikToking, but I will all probably put it on the U and the Tube as well, because I take videos of everything. And the hardest thing for me, honestly, is to take videos of me working, doing the stuff, because I'm so into what I'm doing. I ain't paying attention on damn camera. It's different than YouTube, because I'm here talking to you. I have no problem. But you have to physically show people. And I'm like, shit, I ain't got no time to be worrying about some damn camera. And I'm using a circular saw. I'm trying not to cut my hand off. So we're still trying to figure out how to put it together, because I'm not really in the shots that much, because you won't see. And also, to be honest, ladies, but your girl looks pretty homeless when she's doing repairs and stuff. I look homeless. You would be like, oh, did DeShawn get evicted? That's what she like. If you saw me in these videos, you'd be like, oh, did she get evicted? Because she looks pretty homeless to me. So that's another reason why my ass ain't in the pictures. She's not dressed up. She's homeless. And that's the problem. Okay. So it's another reason why we have to figure out how to show you without me being in the picture all the time. YouTube Shorts grow your sub count. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, it's going to be a separate channel, and I think it's going to be listed below or something like that. Listen, I got to finish this office, and then I can breathe, and then I can start working on not only that content, but I have to start filming for you guys again. I have to come back, and I have all of my little notes for you beautiful people, and I'm going to come back, and we're going to do the videos again, and we're going to do the 10 to 12 minute videos like I did before. We're going to do the 25 video format I did before, 25 videos. Then the girl takes a break, and then they come back for the next 25. So all of that is happening, and it's in the can, as they say. I just have to now sit here and put it together. So I've been working on a lot of stuff for this channel and now for the creative channel. So it's just taking me a minute. But yeah, my TikTok, I think I should do a short. YouTube Shorts. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm talking about, Marilyn. YouTube Shorts, are they TikTok shorts? I'm confused because I thought they were TikTok shorts that people took and put on YouTube. So these are the things that I'm confused with. So there's a new language I have to learn, TikTok and all that stuff. So there you go. Thank you, Dawnful. Dawnful says, I hope that no one wears their Sunday best when using a circular saw. Listen, Dawnful, let me tell you. I was like, yo, how bad could a sister look? Homeless. That's how bad she looked. She looked homeless. I scared myself. I said, who's that? Who's that? Who's that in the video? It's you, biatch. It's you. I was like, okay, we're going to have to figure out how we're going to work this because you can't be homeless the entire time. People are going to start sending you money because they feel bad for you because you're homeless. You see what I'm saying? It's not going to be cute. So I have to figure out a way to do it. Yeah, I have to figure out a way to do it. So I don't look homeless. It's crazy. I've seen some people take their TikTok videos and place them on their YouTube short accounts. Also, I've seen people place their TikTok videos on their Instagram reels as well. You see, I learn new things every day. Thank you, Dawnsville. Thank you. People send you money. Listen, I caught myself, Dawnsville. You know when you catch yourself, you get that angle. You get that angle. There's like your face is all distorted, your neck, your fat neck is like all here, and all of a sudden you do a turn, and you see yourself on video. You go, who is that? I done scared myself several times. So yeah, we will have to figure that out. We gonna have to figure that out because she's looking rough. Oh, help me. So those were my rants. We talked AI. We talked contour colors that they suddenly discovered that could cross over to Black people. What was my first rant? I don't even remember. I was ranting so hard. This was a rant. I have to write down rant, not specifically for children. This is not for children, people. Sean's having a moment. She's having a moment. So anyway, people, how the hell are you? Do you have any questions? Do you have anything you want to tell me? Anything special on? Instagram doesn't like when you keep the TikTok logo. Oh, on the reels, they don't promote them anymore. Oh, I don't think YouTube cares. See, I learned new things. I swear, I learned new things. Thank you, Marilyn. I didn't know that TikTok put logos on your video. See, I learned new things. I have to pay attention. I like TikTok, and I can go down the TikTok rabbit hole and be laughing my ass off in here for like an hour. Like the boyfriend's always like, he's sitting over here or something, and all of a sudden he hears they go, and then he's like, oh, she's on the TikTok again. And I'm like, yes, I enjoy the TikTok. It tickles me, but I guess I'm so into what I'm looking at that I have never noticed their logo. So I got to pay attention. Yes, but I do love the TikTok. So see, Dawn says, thanks, Meryl. I didn't know any of that. I don't want to give out no crummy suggestions. No, you didn't give out a crummy suggestion. It's fine, Dawnsville. I would have found out yes or no anyway, so don't even worry about it. Because, the thing about technology or all these platforms, they constantly are changing. 1 minute you can do this, the next minute, no, you can't. Even like I'm having an issue with PayPal. Before the pandemic, when I had my classes, by the way, Increase Your Speed is available. May is almost all sold out. It was only 3 days in May, but May is almost gone. I still have June, July, August, and September. Y'all need to go in there and get your dates, because when people come, it goes away. As soon as you pay, boom, it goes away. So I'm just FYIing you guys. Don't say, oh, I really wanted to do this. Because I don't do this all the time. I'm not an Increase Your Speed person every year. I do it every so often is when I do Increase Your Speed. So if you want to take it this year, because I'm not saying it's coming back next year or the year after. So get on it, people. But anyway, PayPal has started this whole thing. And I was on there today. I've been arguing. You know what it is? I've been arguing with people all day. I've been arguing all day long with PayPal. They set up some new things because money laundering is such a big deal. And, oh, you could be money laundering. I'm like, what are you talking about? I've been with you for how long? And now suddenly I'm money laundering. Oh, please. So all this BS that they have, I'm fighting with them. Then I had to fight with the paint company today. And I had to fight with another person. I was fighting with a couple of people. I'm ornery. I'm up on stuff. I'm just ready to fight. So I've been very annoyed today, the whole day. It has not been a good day, but it's a good day today because I get to speak to you beautiful people. So it is what it is, but things are changing, and 1 minute you can do something and the next minute you can't. 1 minute you can say what you want on Facebook, and now suddenly whenever you say something, they have this new thing where they put a red question mark next to what you just said, and then they won't let you post. And then you say, well, I wasn't cursing. Like, I don't understand. Why is there a red question mark, exclamation point next to my thing? I didn't say anything that person didn't just say to me up there. So why do I have an exclamation point and I can't post? But I'm just reiterating what they just said to me. So it's very interesting. It's like it's very interesting how the technology, algorithm-y, the way that they choose to do their things is just very interesting, and it's kind of bullshitty at the same time. Do any of you know any decent resources on filling in eyebrows? I have sparse, curly eyebrows, and I have been struggling with filling them. Are there books or videos you all recommend? I suggest that you go to the grand dame of eyebrow people, and that would be the lovely Eugenia Weston. She is the creator of Senna Cosmetics. She was also, from what I understand, the mentor. I'm trying to be politically correct here because I'm trying to keep it non-gossipy. She was also the mentor, key artist to Anastasia. And so, Anastasia. So I would prefer you learn from the person who taught Anastasia everything that she knows. I think I'd rather you learn from Eugenia Weston. There you go, I said it. And she is the queen of eyebrows. So I would suggest you go to Senna Cosmetics. She's got the doodads of eyebrow stuff. She even has those stencils. She has everything, but she's the queen of it. Don't go to the princess. Go to the queen, Eugenia Weston, Senna Cosmetics, Senna. S as in Sam, E as in Edward, N as in now, and A as in always. Senna Cosmetics. That's all I'm saying. Yes, she has Dawn. She has stencils. She has the powder. She has she has a full line of cosmetics. But you asked for brows. I'm going to send you to the person who knows brows. Okay, she's the queen of brows. Next to the late Vanessa Eveylyn, she's the queen of brows. Vanessa and her hand in hand. If Vanessa was still here, I would have said Vanessa straight away. I would have said Vanessa. But Vanessa's not here. I say Eugenia. But Eugenia is she's queen. So those two would be where I would send you. Okay, and you should write the company and say DeShawn told me to come here. DeShawn told me to come here because she loves you. But she's a legend. She really is. I respect the people who came before me. She's a legend, and she deserves her respect and her flowers, you know. And I just think she's amazing. So yes, so try Senna, and then if you have any more questions after that, I have suggestions, but I really would prefer you to try. I don't want to give you 15 things and try this, try that, try that, because then it's going to get too much. I want you to. This is a full, eyebrow world. So that's why I'm sending you to Senna. Marilyn says, I'm very happy to have seen Vanessa's work before she passed. Again, like she popped into my head today. I was thinking about her because I had, when I was working at, I was working at a TV station for a minute. Anyway, I was working for a TV station. She's so mature. I was working for a TV station for a minute. And there was a guest coming in. So we get so when a guest comes in on the TV show, you get who's coming in. And so when I saw the guy's name, Mr. Photographer Gray Scott, I was like, is that Gray Scott? Is that Gray Scott? And I was like, is that the Gray Scott coming in? Oh my God. And everybody back there was like, who's that? Why are you tripping out? I'm like, you know who Gray Scott is? Oh my God, he's amazing. He's amazing. I went and pulled up his work and I was like, look. So Gray Scott was one of the guests. In fact, he doesn't even shoot anymore. He is into, I can't remember what, he's into almost futurism, I'll say now. So he doesn't even do photography anymore. But I was just so excited to meet him. And the reason why I bring Gray Scott up, because for me, Vanessa is her own person. So please, don't misunderstand me. But there was just something about when she worked with Gray, and then their work together was just, but to be honest, it didn't matter who Vanessa worked with. Her work, oh my God, I'm always heartbroken when I think of her. I really we started to become friends, unfortunately too late, but we really started to become friends. And I was just, yes, we started to become friends. And then it was just too late. She got cancer, and about a year later she was gone. I'm very heartbroken about that, because first of all, let me tell you Vanessa. So when Vanessa, oh my God, I don't even know what year it was. So you guys understand, Vanessa Eveylyn, she would be today Pat McGrath. That's the only way I can describe her to you guys. If you don't know who I'm talking about, she's Pat McGrath. Like the knowledge, the makeup. Oh, she's Pat McGrath. There's no other way to describe her. She's really herself, but she is Pat McGrath. She has videos on here. She has a channel. I hope they didn't take it down. She has a YouTube channel on here. And to watch this woman work is like art. It's art. I can't. And she was before all of the doodads that we have today. So let's say if she really wanted like someone's face to be very matte and flat or whatever, she would literally pull out a paint roller, and she'd put powder on it and she'd roll it on a person's face. What the mother F? I mean, this woman, she came before there were makeup brushes. You hear what I'm saying? She would have to go to the art store. She would have to go to the art store and cut her own brush shapes before all of this. I'm pointing because my makeup's right here. Before all of this ish right here, she had to make her own stuff, people. This is what I'm talking. This woman, when the privilege, like the privilege of watching her work in person, like my heart is beating. My heart is beating. The privilege of watching her do her thing in person. Baby, I ain't never ever seen I have never seen makeup like that. And we're talking, by the way, I'm fast. I'm very fast, but she's super fast. She could get a whole, I'm talking whole beat face. I'm not talking clean makeup or, kind of quick red carpet. No, I'm talking about a beat thing. She would have it in like 15 minutes. I can't. Vanessa was, anybody who knows her understands exactly what I'm saying. She was it. She was it. She was it. She knew what she was it. You know what? If I get a chance, I'll pull up some of her work. She was it. There was really, we have our people today. Think of like a makeup artist, like a Rochar, like that, like a Kabuki, like that. But to me, she was even better. She was better because she could do it so fast. like I ain't never seen anybody work that fast in my life. She could do it so fast. It was amazing. She was amazing. She was amazing. So, so when Grace Scott came on, and I had never met him, I went straight to him like a groupie. And I was like, oh my God, I just want to tell you, I loved all your work with Vanessa. I thought it was so beautiful. First of all, I love his work in general. I loved your work so much. He was like, yeah, I'm not shooting anymore. And I was like, I know you're not shooting anymore, but I just wanted to tell you, I'm such a fan. I love your work. Such an inspiration. Thank you for all you did. And then he went off on set. But oh my God, I'm heartbroken she's gone, because that's like art. We lost an, makeup art. We have the title makeup artist, right? But then there are just those that just transcend makeup artist thing. Like she transcended that shit. I can't. She was amazing. She was amazing. I'm heartbroken. I'm heartbroken. See, Marilyn remembers. I remember her using a paint roller to seal in the powder on the model's face. Thank you, Marilyn. It really does work too. I know it does. Rochar was a talented club kid. Yes, he was. And Rochar, by the way, was Kabuki's makeup assistant for a hot minute. Now, I don't know how long he was and if he still is from time to time, but I know Rochar was Kabuki's makeup artist. And then Kabuki as well was he was a club kid. So they all kind of rub off in each other. It's so, I love it. I love how you can see other people in other people. So it's sort of like when you look at Rennie Vasquez's work, you see Sam Fine. At least I do. When I look at Rennie, I go, Rennie, Sam Fine. It's like, I know who you love because I can see it in their work. Boom, Sam Fine. I can see Kabuki in Rochar. It's fascinating. It's, when you really love something, again, not saying that Rochar nor Rennie don't have a style. Of course they do. But I can see it. I can see where they get their inspiration from time to time. Rochar is just nuts. He's nuts. He is just, he's nuts as well. But I can see, bing, bing, bing. I can see kind of the inspiration that Rochar gets it from. I just love it. I get my inspiration, oddly enough, from photography, Yeah, from photography. But I guess it's photography featuring models, which there will be makeup artists. But it's like I get my joint, my zhuzh off of like a sector of makeup as opposed to one person. There's a photographer that I'm obsessed with. Obsessed. She's obsessed. Gavin O'Neill has been like one of my like. He does that kind of like his photography does this clean. It's not clean. It's I don't. It's a skin texture kind of not glamour, fashion beauty. I effing love Gavin O'Neill. I just love him so much. So I get fixated on what he's doing and how he's doing and how does he Photoshop, and then I get the crazy eyes, and I just love him. So, that's what happens. Honey love 222. Hi, honey love 222. She says, same. I can see. Oh, you can see it too. See, Marilyn says, does Sam Fine still do makeup? Did you ask me if Sam Fine is still working? What? Yes. From a Sam Fine groupie. She's a Sam Fine groupie. Did you not know that? I tried. Listen. I tried for years. I tried so hard to be Sam Fine. But one, I'm a girl, so it didn't help me. But I tried so hard to be Sam Fine, and I was just like, that's just not your style of makeup. As much as you love you some Sam Fine, and I worked so hard on my Sam Fine. I worked so hard at it. But I was like, it just doesn't sit on me well. It doesn't, like, in my innards, like what he does is, but it just, for me personally, it just wasn't my aesthetic. And I had to stop trying to be Sam Fine. But is Sam Fine working? Why, yes, he is. Cynthia Erivo, Queen Latifah. Oh my God, he just did somebody else. I was like, I knew that was Sam Fine. Like, I can look in the TV. See, that tells me that you have transcended makeup when I can look at the television and say, Sam did that. They never mentioned his name. They didn't say anything. I go, I know that's a Sam Fine makeup. I remember one day I was, wow, God, he did somebody recently. And she was on the, her interview. And I was like, that looked like Sam Fine to me. And then I had, I think I DM'd him or something. And I was like, did you do? And he said, yes, I did. I said, I knew it. I know it was you. Like, I know it's you. I know it's you. I can tell the difference between him and Rennie quickly. I'm like, you did that. And you did. I could see where the influence comes from. I could see it. And Sam's makeup is just, I'm looking at the TV. I'm like, Sam did that. That's when you know you've made it. When people can pick your stuff out without one word. So yes, Mr. Fine is working. He's working quite a bit. He was working with Queen Latifah a lot on her TV show for a minute. I don't know how long he worked on that show, but I know he was working with her doing her makeup. But I know as I read the credits that I can kind of tell when he's there and when, even though he doesn't do the beat because it's a character, at the same time, I'm looking at Queen Latifah and I'm like, that ain't Sam. Yes, no, but he's still working, darling. He's still the king. He's still the king of my heart. She's so stupid, but I'm a groupie. Can you see the groupie eyes? That's me. He only does women of color. He does primarily women of color. I mean, that's his thing, but I've seen him work on white people. Especially when he worked on the Queen Latifah show, not the Queen Latifah, the Equalizer show, but when Queen Latifah had her own talk show, which I still love, which I love that set. Like, I really wish I lived in that set. It's a long story, but he would come out as a guest, as her makeup artist and as teaching moments, and he would clearly do makeup on white people. So I know he can do makeup on white people. His specialty is Black women of color. So there you go. Sam Fine. I think you're saying Sam can do anyone's makeup, but specializes in women of color. Yes, honey, love 222. No problem. So yeah, so yes, my heart. A girl can have a crush, right? She can have a crush, right? Why not? Why not? I love him. Um, you know, do you know that he gave me a quote for assisting rules, right? Do y'all know that? Do you know that Sam Fine's quote is in the book? And he what did he write? He wrote something. And he gave me a quote and he gave me something else for the book. Just saying. Listen, when I said, Sam, can you do me a favor? He was like, sure. I was like, ah. Oh my God. He makes me happy. So I digress. You see, don't have me talking about Sam because I'll go off on a tangent. I'm like a 2-year-old groupie. Back in the day, if anybody's as old as me, you used to get those fan magazines, remember? And you pull out the picture, you put them on the wall. That would be it's Sam's picture right there. Oh, she's so stupid. So, anybody have any questions? Any questions? I'm waiting for y'all to type. Oh, do I have his DVD? I have his DVD. I have his book. Whatever he puts out, I try to get. Yeah, I do have his DVD in here somewhere. And I have his book, yes. I had to get his book secondhand because I was under the impression that it would always be available to me. And apparently it was not. And I was like, holy mother, I better get my copy when I can. Because I thought it was out of print or something like that. And I was like, uh-oh, you waited too long, biatch. You waited too long. So yes, honey, I do. But can you say, does he have a copy of Assisting Rules, DeShawn? Why, yes, he does. Can I tell y'all, can I just say, it is such a pleasure and a dream to meet the people that you just love. And I adore him. I'm not telling the Pat McGrath story. If you were privy to the Pat McGrath story, which seems to make people just laugh. So if you're privy to the Pat McGrath story, there you go. You know, I mean, when you get to meet these people that you just dreamed of and you're like, oh my God, it's too much for me. It's too much for me. Tracy Saunders. Hi, DeShawn. I'm thinking about paying a career coach to level up. Have you had one? Thanks as always. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. Excuse me, Tracy. Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm a hit it and quit it kind of girl, though. I'm a hit it. You know, I'm like, can I ask you a question? And then I try not to overstay my welcome, you know, because it's free. You know what I'm saying? It's free. So whenever I'm a little lost and confused, I do reach out to senior artists and I go, can I ask you a question? Just, you know, every now and then I would have powwows with Kevin James Bennett. We'd go to lunch and get drunk. But we haven't done that in quite some time. But yeah, I mean, yes. So that's how I do it. But I see nothing wrong with career coach. I'm going to be a career coach. So if you want me to coach you, I'll coach you. In fact, I'm literally working on that for my website. Good segue, Tracy. But yeah, I'm career coaching for makeup artists. I don't know what kind of career you want, honey, but for makeup artists, yes, I'm going to start. You'll see it pop up. I'll let you guys know on the community board, but I'm almost done with the whole PayPal situation, the way I'm going to do it, the way it's set up. Interesting you asked me that question. You didn't ask me. I know that. If you find somebody else, it's okay. I'm not mad at you. But I'm just saying that, yes, probably starting, when did I say I was going to start it? April 15th. I don't know why I picked April 15th, but I did, just to give me a little cushion to make sure it all works and to make sure everything's put in place. Yeah, I picked the date of April 15th for me to start the coaching, and I really don't like that word, but the coaching. And I have this thing that I'm doing, and you guys tell me if this makes sense. You guys tell me, is that good? Is it bad? I don't know, DeShawn. Okay, so I have this thing, and it's called the beauty audit. Okay, now they're like, what the hell? What the fuck? So the beauty audit. Thank you, Tracy. You started me on a tangent. Okay, since y'all are here, all four of you. Okay, so the beauty audit I've set up, right, where you're not a newbie, you could be any level, and you want to know where you are in your makeup artistry. I hate that word, but you want to know how well you do makeup. Like you're just lost, you're not getting jobs, or something's happening in your career, or you just don't know if you're good at makeup. I'm starting this thing where, we'll go through a series of things, and I'm going to see what you do, and I'm going to find out what's wrong. And then we're going to work together on it. And I'm going to tell you what to do. And then you go do it. Basically, that's the easiest way for me to describe it. But I'm auditing what you do. I'm watching and auditing what you do. And then I'm going to help you. And this is all online. Don't have to bring it behind here. It's not a whole day with me. It's nothing like that. But I get to help you on your career and figure out, because we have stumbling blocks and we do things that we, as makeup artists, don't understand what's wrong. And I'm there to help. Now, does that make sense? Does that make sense to you, what I just said? With that, not saying that I'm specifically talking, are you interested? But does that make sense to you, what I just said? Because I base everything, all of the things that I do, I base it off of you guys. I base it off of you, and I base it off of me. I base it off of, gee, what would I have loved if, starting as a newbie? What would I would have loved somebody to tell me if I was on the right track, because I feel like I suck and I can't figure out what's wrong. I need somebody. You need people along the way to help you. And you don't always have to get a coach or a mentor or something like that. Do you know what I mean? And so I'm trying to create these things that help you kind of along the way, but you don't have to get bogged down in a 10-month program with me. Sometimes it's just such short damn answers. And that's what I'm trying to develop. And that's why it takes me so long, because I really try to work them out in my head, And so those are the things. And I'm also doing the portfolio reviews and your not portfolio, but website reviews and all that stuff too, because I know it's important. And I keep telling you, I think you should go get somebody to look at your portfolio. And I'm like, well, why don't you do that, DeShawn? And then I realized that I can now set that up virtually, and then it would be easier for the both of us, because I kind of like people in my purview. I kind of like y'all sitting right here or something, but I realize that's not necessary. So I would like to do it online with you people. So that's all coming out April 15th. I will let you know. If it comes out sooner, I'll put it on a community board. Even if you're not interested, go over there and look at it and tell me if it makes sense and tell me if it works and whatever. Even if you're not interested, just tell me, you know what I mean? Oh, thank you, Tracy. Tracy, I think you make a good coach. Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate that. How did I know? How did you know? You read my mind. So yeah, so that's what I've been working on besides painting. I've been working on, I'm just working on things to help you people, more things to help you. My friend said, your stuff is so unorthodox. And I said, okay. Like the things that come up in my head about how I'm going to help people. It's very like, we don't do that in this industry. And I'm like, yeah, I know. So it's just little things like that. So when it launches, you're not obligated to do a damn thing, but I would appreciate it if you just go over and look, tell me if everything's working and all that stuff. So that's what your girl's up to. What can I say? So any questions? But the coaching, but seriously, whether you pick me or not, Tracy, is cool. But yeah, I think coaching is good. I think I don't know what the questions would be, but coaching is great. Picking up self-help books is also, just because the self-help book doesn't say self-help makeup artist book, it's always helpful. And so there are so many really good books out there to choose from. And also, this is a business. So, you pick up those business books as well. Again, it doesn't say makeup artist business, it says business. So you should be picking up business books as well to help you, get through this funky world, because this joint is crazy. So, yes, I think coaching is great. I thank God I have been very privileged in my 22 years to be able to, my whole thing is a hit and quit it kind of thing, is I need to ask one question. Sometimes it's two. Sometimes it's two. But I sometimes I just walk up to people and I say, can I ask one question? Just one question. And it has to be a very pinpointed question. It's not like, hey, how you doing? No. It's one question, and one very serious question. It's never, some flighty ass question. I'm on a mission to get free information. I'm on a mission to get help. You know what I mean? And I just happen to live in New York, and they used to be, now, a lot of things have changed, but they used to be so like, you could see Sam walking down the street. You could see Pat McGrath walking down the street. You could see all these people kind of here. So if you ever got the moment, I wrote this, my first blog article back in the day was called Mentor of the Moment. And I was explaining how I had the amazing opportunity to sit with Reggie Wells, who was Oprah's makeup artist, and he was Sam Fine before Sam Fine was Sam Fine. To sit down with him, he is like grand dame of makeup as well, especially for Black women. He is like everything, okay, Mr. Reggie Wells. And so I actually had the opportunity to pick his brain for 45 minutes, because we were both on a panel together in DC. And I happened to come in to the hotel, I guess, as he was going to the venue. He had a class to do, so he was going off to the venue. My class wasn't until the next day. But baby, I was like, is that Reggie Wells? I was like, he's just sitting there by himself. Is that Reggie Wells? And I was like, oh, that's Reggie Wells. And so I was like, oh, please don't leave. Let me just check in. Please, Lord Jesus, don't let him leave. And then he didn't leave. And I checked in, and then I didn't even go upstairs. I brought my bag. And I was just like, Mr. Wells, I'm DeShawn. We're going to be in a panel together. And I was just like, and then we just started talking, and I was like, can I ask you a couple of questions? And this is like in fact, you know who else was on the panel with me? Danessamyricks. Danessa was on the panel. Reggie Wells was on the panel. James Vincent was on that panel. We had a nice panel that day, and me. So we were on the panel that day. But what happened was, in the lobby, he let me pick his brain for 45 minutes. He was like, honey, my cab ain't here. I'm just waiting for my cab. I was like, well, can I wait with you? And then, and because I didn't take all my stuff upstairs, I had my portfolio with me. I had my comp cards with me. I even had his book. He was like, how you get my book? I said, because I want him to sign it. So it was 45 minutes of pure, I can't believe I'm talking to Reggie Wells, and I can't believe Reggie Wells is taking the time to talk to me. And he gave me such amazing advice, and I really took a lot of it to heart. And I was like, okay, I'm on the right. This is what I'm saying about, okay, I think I'm on the right track. I'm on the right track. You know what I mean? It was like, he was that like extra push that I needed to keep going. But he was the mentor of the moment. I don't talk to Reggie all the time. I talk to him maybe once every 5 years. Not too long ago, we had a really nice, lovely telephone conversation, but I don't talk to him that often. You know what I mean? And so it's lovely. It's just lovely. So when you have those moments with people, you should be ready with a question. You see what I'm saying? You got to be ready. It's not And I explain it. It's not time to kiss their ass. It's time to ask a question. You can say, hello, it's nice to meet you. I love you. Blah, 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 and then I have a question. And then get to it. Because what happens if the car came and I was too busy kissing his ass and I didn't get my questions out? You see? So that's my thing. That's my thing. Tracy says Reggie. Tracy says Reggie's a wonderful artist, terrible selling makeup line. I know. That wasn't good. For Hissy Fit, right? It was called Hissy Fit. I didn't understand the name. Hissy Fit. But it was his. He had it. I ain't never had no line. So yeah, I think it was just, you know what it was? I think it was a transition because I think maybe he started that in his mind or started while he was with Oprah. And then I think he wasn't with Oprah. And then obviously without the light of Oprah on you, because remember she was on TV every day, people forget you as best as I can say. People just will forget you. If I had a TV show today and then 5 years from now, y'all be like, who are you? Because there's so many things coming your way. You're not going to remember. And so it kind of came at such a strange time for him that 1 minute he's working with Oprah, the next minute he's not working with Oprah. And it just, because I think that if Oprah, with the power of Oprah, it would have sold a lot better. Do you know what I mean? But it just kind of went, whoop. Yeah, it happens. I love Danessa. Every time I see Danessa, I would just get so, I cry. I'm literally crying in front of her because I would say, I'm just so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. And I would just cry. like she's the only one who makes me emotional. I get very I'm just so sickly. Like you would think she was my mother or my sister or something. The way I get over Danessa, I get very I'm just so proud of her. Just so, I remember when I saw the IMAX and she was walking and I said, Danessa, I just have to tell you. And then I was like, I'm just so proud. But she's such a queen. She's just, everything she's doing, people, she did out of hard ass work. That woman don't know the meaning of no. She don't know the meaning of can't. She won't, not any negative. She don't know it. She is Miss Positivity. She is, I'm going to do what I'm going to do. She has kids. All the things she has done in her career is crazy, groundbreakingly crazy. I bow down to Danessa. I bow down to her. I just think she's amazing. I think she's an amazing person. That's what I think. She's a great makeup artist, but as a person, Danessa is number one. She's really, really a good person. I'm very fortunate just to even say I know her. You know what I mean? Danessa's a good person. Sometimes it's hard to meet good people in this industry, people, when I tell you. And so to me, Danessa was like a beautiful breath of fresh air. And she too was a kick in the pants that I needed. So yeah. She rally? No, you're saying she really is. I brought her vision cream, have no idea how to make it work. Listen, I don't understand it either. I don't understand some of these things. And I swear, I watch her all the time on Instagram. And I'm like, why did she put that on? I'm so confused. I want somebody to explain to me how to make some of this stuff work because I don't understand it. I think it's the vision cream you're talking about. I get confused. She'll start off with one thing, that she starts off with another thing, the skincare. And I'm like, well, where am I supposed to use that at? And I'm such a kind of like a one-hit person, maybe two things that I put on the face. So when I see people put more and more things on for skincare, I get confused. Well, I don't understand what that's for. Can you tell me, do I always have to use that? So I get confused. So I understand what you mean. It's something, I haven't been on her website in a while because I bought I think I showed y'all this. I bought this. You see all the paint. I should just take this off. It's hard to see. The colors are changing, but I bought this off of her thing. I bought 2 by accident, and I said, oops, accident. Well, I keep one for myself. So, and I love this, and I never was a cream blush person at all, and I really do love this. And but that other stuff, I'm confused with, honey. I really don't know what. I wish I could tell you what to do. I don't know what to do with it either. I'm very confused. I'm very, very confused. I don't know what to do. Sorry, honey, love, two. I'm sorry. I wish I could explain it to you. Maybe it's explained on her website. Maybe it's on the Danessamyricks website. She might have a video on it. Sometimes I see little videos pop up on there. So there might be a video on there. Go to her website and see. And listen, DM her. She might hit you back. You never know. Or one of her people will try to explain it to you the best they can. So people, she out. Thank you for listening to me have a rant. I appreciate that. She's so crazy. Thank you for coming on Monday. I know it was supposed to be yesterday, but yesterday was extremely hectic. That's all I can say. I knew the minute I woke up, I was like, I don't think I'm going to be ready at 7 or 8 or 9 or 10. I ain't going to be ready. I could already tell that. When I woke up, I was like, oh, man, this Sunday's going to suck. And it did. So that's why I said, thank you for hanging with me on this Monday. I appreciate it. I know this is not the normal time, but thank you. I'll be back on Sunday. And that's it. And anybody who wants to go to the book signing, I will put the post up here. I'll put, can I? I'll put the post up here, however way I can. And then that's it. Just, I need a head count. So all I need is a head count. So, that's it. Or you can go to assisting rules. Go to assisting rules, but I'll put it up on assisting rules. I'll put up on the community board or whatever, so y'all can figure this out. I can't talk anymore. I'm done. Have a good night, people. Thank you for coming.